You see, I'm a musician of sorts, and on my way to give a very special performance.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is the Booktuber Bio Book Tag. Booktuber, is that what it's called? Hold on. I've got some notes here. The Booktuber Bio Tag. So, this was initially started by Jessica's library card, which I'll put in the description below. And it was recently revived by Steve Donahue, and he suggested that lots of people should do it because it's a great way of doing like a new version of the Booktube newbie tag. And actually Jessica did her one as a celebration of her first year anniversary. So they're really good questions. It's an interesting thing to do, and lots of people are doing it, and it'd be nice. I thought it'd be nice to do it. And also I was tagged by Pat as well, who I'll be mentioning later. So the Booktuber Bio Tag, I've got my phone here with the prompts because I thought that would be the easiest way of doing it. And this is my preferred place to do my Booktuber videos. So sometimes I have to do it downstairs, which has got the red wall. Sometimes you see that, sometimes you see this bookcase. There's a bookcase over there as well. But anyway, let's get going with these questions. Who are you? Who do you think you are? Share a little bit about yourself, as much as you feel comfortable. Okay, so I'll just quickly say some words. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a musician, I'm a teacher, I'm an author, I'm a poet, I'm a booktuber, and all that. So I'll talk about those in a bit more detail. So I've been married for almost 32 years. So 31 years we've been married, but we're coming up to our anniversary soon, which we will be celebrating our anniversary in New York this year. That'll be our 32nd anniversary. So we've been married a long time. We've been together for 34 years. So because of that, obviously we know each other very well. Quite different people. And she never watches my videos, but if you are watching this, I love you so much, and you have transformed my life and all that. So yeah, she doesn't watch my videos, but she's amazing. She's an amazing woman. And I'm a father of two people, not kids anymore. They're old. So I have a son and a daughter that I love very, very, very much. And Jess, my daughter, has appeared on the channel. She's appeared in a couple of live streams, and she's definitely more able to do that kind of thing than my son, who's quite shy, despite the fact that even though he's quite shy, he's also a performing musician, and clearly he's not shy on stage when he's playing the guitar. But in sort of real life, he's a bit shyer. But they're both incredible people. Both me and my wife are very, very, very proud of them. They are just so wonderful, and it's great being in their company, and they inspire me as much as anything else does, and they're just awesome people. I love being with them. And my daughter's a teacher now, and she teaches in the same place that I teach, so that's pretty cool. So we see each other a lot, and we have dinner together sometimes and stuff. And my son sometimes plays in my band. He is in my band, so he doesn't do every gig though, because he's got his own band and he lives in Brighton, so it's not always easy for him to take time off to do every gig. And we gig fairly often, so he does the special ones, does the festivals and the venue gigs and any other ones he can do. But he's an amazing musician and a great songwriter and a great singer. So yeah, brilliant, brilliant people. So those are my two kids, who are not kids anymore. So I'm a musician, yeah. So I've been playing music, writing songs and singing for many years, for 30 odd years. And the band that I'm in, the band that I created with a guy called Richie, that's been going for 19 years. So next April will be the 20th anniversary of the band. 20 years we've been going, which is pretty awesome. And the guy that I formed the band with, Richie, we've actually been playing music together for 30 years, but we just didn't get together to call ourselves Bemis and make a proper band. But yeah, we've been playing music together for 30 years. So he's the closest thing I've got to a brother. I haven't got a brother, I've got a sister who lives in Canada at the moment. Lived in Canada for a long time, actually. Yeah, he's the closest thing I've got to a brother, really. I love him very much. But I love the whole band a lot. And I love anyone that's been in the band. We've had a few lineup changes over the 19 years. And I love all those people that have been in the band. And it's obviously a very important thing to me. I've been writing songs since I was 18. Since I was 18. So I've written hundreds of songs. And some of them have been used by other people. Some people have covered my songs. There's one particular song called People Live On, which is probably the one that I treasure the most, which has been used for people's funerals. I've had quite surprising people actually write me an email and say, can I use that for a friend wants to use that for a funeral, and it's been like a relatively famous singer-songwriter, and I was like, okay, cool. You know, so yeah, it's nice that some of these songs have resonated with people. We had a really good gig last night, so it was a sold-out venue, so that was really good. It was our own headline gig. I don't do them very often because I get stressed about ticket sales, but we sold out the venue, so that was great, and it was really good. So yeah, check out the Beamers channel and listen to us on Spotify if you want to help us out. But in either way, yes, I'm a working musician, and that's fed into my main job, which is as a teacher. So I qualified as a teacher in 2008 after doing a history degree, and I was all set to be a history teacher, and my goal was to teach post-16, so A-levels, so the bridge between school and university for anyone that isn't from Britain. And that was my aim to do that. But actually, through the process of doing the teacher training, I got a bit disillusioned with teaching. I didn't really enjoy the training period, so I did some supply teaching for a while, which I really enjoyed. And then in the end, a music teaching job came up, and I've been doing it ever since. So I've actually been doing the music teaching job for 16 years now in the same place. And it's my baby, if you like. I've built the course up. I teach about 70 students a year. So around an average 70 to 80 students a year. So yeah, it's quite full on, and it's a job that I value a lot. And there we go. So I've mentioned it a few times on here, but I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't think it's right for me to talk too much about that. What does that say? Oh, yes, I'm also a self-published author. So self-published author, I haven't got the legitimacy of actually someone like an agent or a publisher, which it does create an imposter syndrome, which I've talked about on the channel recently. And it's actually prevented me, this imposter syndrome has prevented me from writing what I really wanted to write, which was a sequel to The Brown Yelp Gang, which is a novel that I really enjoyed writing, that I think is a really good novel. And I haven't written the sequel, even though I know exactly what the plot's going to be because of this imposter syndrome. But I do have a plan to try and do something about that, which I've got a video about soon. You'll see on the channel soon about my plans as an author. But I'm a self-published author and a self-published poet as well. Second question is, how long have you been on Booktube? Since June 2020. So the first week of June in 2020. The channel itself is older, but I didn't really do much on it, and it wasn't really doing anything. And then I decided to concentrate on books and make it a Booktube channel in 2020. So in a few months' time, I'll be celebrating my 5th anniversary on here as a booktuber. That's how long I've been doing it. And there's like 900 odd videos on the channel. What kind of books do you love to read? And has Booktube had an effect on what you read? Booktube has definitely had an effect on what I read. I really like, sorry, I've got quite a variety of, if you look at the shelves, quite a variety of stuff on the shelves, on those main shelves. That's a lot of TBR stuff on there. There's a whole load of vintage science fiction over there, plus some of my favourite authors are over there. I've got a mixture of things that I need to read and things that I've read that I want to keep. Some non-fiction. My main favourite genre is science fiction, but also fantasy, horror. I've got into crime lately. I also like reading crime. Hey! Right, okay, the next question. What do you enjoy about making Booktube videos? What do I enjoy? I like the conversation. I like saying something that makes people make some interesting comments underneath. And I like when I share a screen with somebody. I like it when it's a book that I'm really enthusiastic about, I want to talk about, or an author I'm really excited about, or it's something that I feel is quite unusual, which I'm going to talk about in a second. I want to talk about some videos I've done I wanted to mention. So yeah, I like to put my own spin on it, I guess, because nobody talks about cartoonists. So I do feel very happy that that's a part of what I do. It's quite cool. So yeah, that's what I like about making videos: the conversation and trying to think of something different, or trying to put my own spin on something or whatever. What do you not enjoy about making Booktube videos? Okay, what do I not enjoy about Booktube videos? I don't. I hate it when it goes wrong. So sometimes I've had some videos that have taken me ages. Like, if I've got editing problems, and I've like taken an entire week doing a video, which is ridiculous because you watch it, there's no way that you can see that week in that video. So that's a bit annoying. Sometimes I'll do it, and it's the right time to do it. I really want to do it. I'll do it, and then it'll go out of date because I'll schedule it up later, and then I have to change it, or something on there isn't the right thing to say at that moment because of something that had happened. I don't know. Things like that might have happened. So that's the thing. What video on your channel? No, what videos on your channel are you the most proud of? I think because it's called Books, Songs and Other Magic, there's quite a variety of stuff on there. But actually, regardless of that name, I do like it when I put my head above the parapet and say something that I feel like is important that doesn't relate to books necessarily, or if it's bouncing off a book sometimes, but like the more sort of ethics stuff, philosophical stuff, political stuff, meaning of life stuff. One of my favourite videos I've done is a spin-off of the film Soul by Pixar, and it just made me think about the importance of picking up the people who need you and trying to help them, and that sort of the relationship within that, and how that relates to what I believe is the meaning of life and making a difference. And that film is about making a difference, and that teacher making a difference to that kid. It's just a beautiful film, but it made me want to do that video and things like that. I like videos where I've said that kind of thing, because I fundamentally believe very strongly that the meaning of life is to make a difference. I think if you hide away by yourself and never come out, live like a hermit, don't really make an impact on society, you've wasted a life. And one of the stories in my first collection is literally about that. I think it's called We Need to Talk. And it's about an old man getting a second chance to actually do something by death that comes through his door. So there we go. That's what I think. Is there anything you wish was different about Booktube? Is there anything you wish was different about Booktube? I think it's only natural that the Booktubers that have got thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers would probably gravitate towards the same Booktubers, the ones that have got the same level of success or subs or whatever. But it'd be nice if there's a bit more cross-pollination between the smaller channels and the huge channels. I think that'd be nice, but I don't know if that's even possible because you end up, I don't know, I get why they do gravitate towards the ones that have got the same subs. I do get it, but that'd be nice. Where are we? Name 3 books that you reviewed on your channel that you feel represent you as a reader. Okay, so I've written some notes here, and I don't even know if that's actually the correct sort of thing. Well, I've mixed up the questions in my head, and I wrote some notes down for 3 reviews that I'm quite proud of, so I'll just go with that. So the first review I wanted to mention, the title of the video is Ray Bradbury Chronicles Part 2. It's quite a nice video because what I like about it is it's looking at 2 books by Ray Bradbury that nobody really talks about. And it's in his crime period, so his early period. That's why it's volume 2, because of the Chronicles, because it's right at the start of my Ray Bradbury deep dive, which I'm still in the middle of. I need to get back to it, to be fair. But these are 2 crime collections, and I was just really pleased to find them in the first place and have that as part of the deep dive. It was really cool. So that's one of the things I was really pleased to do and proud of, if you like, on the channel. Also, Rob Davis's Motherless Oven trilogy. That doesn't get talked to at all ever. And I just think it's amazing. It's completely weird and mad and strange and odd. I just threw a thesaurus at you just then. But so good. It's such a good graphic novel trilogy, and it was really nice to talk about it. So I'm kind of, I don't know if proud's the right word, but I'm pleased that this platform is here for me to talk about something like that. I really enjoyed talking about it. But then one book review I've done, which I think was a good book review, I think it's only got 70 views at the minute, but I am pleased, even if it's not like landed particularly well, I am pleased with the content of the video, and that's Anna Kavan's Ice. It's my book review of Ice by Anna Kavan. I feel like I said the right things about it. I went a bit brave and gave an interpretation I didn't think I'd heard before about what I feel like the book is about, and it's a really interesting book anyway. So I was really pleased to do that one. So I'm just going to mention that as well. Go back to the questions. Name 3 booktubers whose content inspires you. Okay, so 3 booktubers whose content inspires. I could have mentioned so many. There's so many people that I relate to on Booktube, or that have given me ideas on Booktube, or have given me a sense of, okay, I think I'm doing it right, or given me goals to try and do it better, to try and do it more like them. There's so many. I'm going to mention 3 that are kind of more personal. So Book Chat with Pat. When I talk to her privately, which I do quite often, she is just a really lovely human being. She's really, really lovely, and you can just, the way that she talks, she's been really impacted by Booktube. She loves the community. She loves what she's doing. Her channel is like gone crazy as far as popularity for all the right reasons. The content's amazing, but also it's really good because she's basically developing this sort of post-retirement English teacher thing on Booktube. It's really good because, you know, when she does the books that I used to teach or love to teach, the books I love to teach series, it's great because she's teaching us. It's brilliant. So she's inspiring. Book Chat with Pat. From Book Chat with Pat. Really lovely person and very inspiring. I wanted to mention Jim from Mystery Mayhem. He inspires me because he's got a very down-to-earth, no frills. This is what I like. Just going to be really, like, no drama. Just going to do my thing on my channel, and I just really love that. And I wanted to mention him because he designed my new logo, and he's just a really lovely man again. And he also was really positive about my books and in particular Brown Yelp Gang, which he read, which I'd really appreciate. And jumping on from that, Michael K. Vaughan. Michael K. Vaughan has been so lovely about my books. He's read a lot of my books, and he did a proper full-on review of the first novel I wrote, Out Among the Ice Beacons. And he was like genuine. He said there was a couple of things he didn't like about it, but he said it was really good, which just like was so important. It really did make a huge impact on me, and I was very grateful. But just in general, if he does a tag I've started, or there's any reason for him to mention me, he's always so lovely about what I do in my channel. And when we talk privately, he's just a good friend. So I wanted to mention him as well. And even though those are the 3 I wanted to say that inspire me, I wanted to just chuck out a big nod because I talked about Jim's review in the Brown Yelp Gang and Mike as well. I want to also mention Scott, because Scott was really lovely about the Ethel Pinchworthy story in particular. Him and Becky read it, and I wanted to mention Scott as well because I miss him a lot. I miss Scott a lot. Okay. The next question. Share the love. It can be challenging to find your audience. Name 3 booktubers who you think need more hype. There we go. Yeah, I thought there was another question like that. 3 booktubers that need more hype. So I wanted to go with people who had less than 1,000 subs, because there's loads of people I feel like need more hype. But these are underrated booktubers that need be more of a push. So Lecton from Reading from the Depths. Lecton is amazing. His content is fantastic, and he's really pensive and reflective in his videos. He talks about so much stuff. It's brilliant. He's a Buddhist monk. He's doing a program that's going to last 25 years, which is amazing. But regardless of that, this does feed into his videos, but he does loads of really good bookish content. So look up Reading from the Depths, Lecton. Also, someone who's becoming a friend as well, Gavin from Genre Books. He has got fantastic content on his channel, and I think he's getting close to 1,000 subs, I think. But he's brilliant. He's got loads of little projects on the go as well, and he's just brilliant. And definitely, he's quite sort of slyly, subtly witty as well, which I love. And then I wanted to mention Julie from Bookish Travels. So she's someone I've recently discovered, and I did one of her tags. I did a non-fiction tag. She's really a real champion for non-fiction in books, and which is good for me to get pushed in that direction, because at the moment my reading is definitely dominated by fiction. But Julie's really cool, and definitely recommend her channel, Bookish Travels. So there we are. Am I supposed to tag people after this? If I'm supposed to tag people, I will do it in the comments. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay curious, everybody.
Paint me a picture